Alright, this is part 2 of the electric chair DIY. If you haven't seen the first part already, take a look over here somewhere and you get a link to the previous video where you can see where I've built this one from scratch. And now it's time to get some electric feeling on this chair, so that this is going to be a real electric chair. What you need for that is some alloy or aluminium sheets that will be tightened on here and on the back part. Some aluminium is going on the arms over here, and of course some cables. So we now get this cut off, tighten the cables on here, so this will get an intimidating look. And yeah, it's almost Halloween. Let's get this one finished. But first I need to sand the edges off because it's going to split here, and I don't want that. So I'm going to sand all that, then I'm tightening with 2 screws in here, and then we can go on to put the aluminium plates on here, and this will going to look really great. Without talking anymore, let's start that. Okay, so now to smooth the edges off I use an 80 sandpaper, and I'm going to smooth it. I do that by hand right now, so no machine is required right now, just hand power. Let's do it. So right, sanding is done, and now we need to get the arms tightened before I can attach those aluminium on here, so that this look like getting in contact with a electric situation, guys. But first I need to attach the arm to the frame. I'm going to use some screws that are around 10 centimeters for that one. There's not a lot of strength going on here, so we don't need that to get it too tight. 1 screw is enough on each side. After we've done this, we're going to cut the aluminium sheet to fit it on here, and we're going to screw those plates on the arm. And yeah, let's do that one. Alright, I had to stop for a quick charge from the battery, so always make sure your batteries are loaded before you start your project. Let's go on that. Now, done this ready. For the metal I'm using a 0.5 millimeter in thickness aluminium sheet. You can buy that at your local hardware store. And I've already pre-cut those to fit on the arms here, and I'm going to screw those down. And to tighten the big plate we're going to use some pop rivets here. That makes it look a bit better, but we can't use those here because the arm's too thick. We can do that here and here as well. Alright, let's get those tightened and making progress, guys. Alright, that is it for the arms. Now let's go on and get the bigger plates on the bottom of the seating area, and the smaller one on the back of the chair, and that should already look pretty awesome, right? And alright, let's get this done. I really like how this looks so far. What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments down below. So yeah, that would be cool. There was nothing with the pop rivets, but instead of that one I'm using the ordinary screws to get those tightened on here. Looks pretty good so far. Now we need to get the cables on there to make that look a bit more like an electric chair. This one is getting close to the end, and some minor tweaks in there later on, and we're going to be ready so far. Where did I put that one? Oh. I printed out this one here and laminated it, so I'll leave a link in the description down below where you can download this one. And I think this one will go up here to make it more look like electric is going on here, but we'll figure that one out where this is going to in the end. For now, I've used some scrap cables that are not going to be used anymore, and we need to get those tightened on here to make that look much better right now. So okay, I think for the cable I will drill a hole in here and let the end under this plate here, put the cable up here and from here to the back side. Same goes for those plates. I think I will go along with the cable here and put it on the back, and yes, we'll see how that goes, and we'll see how that one looks. For these, to tighten the cable, I use these metal nails here, and those should do it and hold the cable in place. Okie dokie, so the wiring is set up. Take a look at that. So have a short look at that one. 2 cables to the middle plate. Everything's coming from the back and here to the feet. We need to connect those wires to this plate. So I need to make it ready. Those 2 straps are hanging there, but we'll connect them soon. And same thing on this side. And it all ends up on the back side. So to get all these cables together, I bought this little distribution box, and I will mount that on here and put all the cables in there. So we have the finished look over here on the back side. So it's looking like this. Everything is coming from there, and one main cable is heading somewhere to a battery or something. Not too sure what that will be. Alright, let's mount this one on here, put the cables in there, and then the last thing will be the handcuffs, and I have a solution for that one already. So, but now let's put the cables on and then get over to the cuffs. Okay, a little bit more to go for the cables, but I will do that later. But for now, let's start with the handcuffs. And for this one, I wanted to go the cheap way. Instead of buying expensive leather belts, I thought For this year, it will do with a plastic belts. I bought this one in a hardware store, and additionally I bought these buckles that will fit pretty well, and I will put those on here on the feet, and if there's something remaining, those will come in here to buckle the belt, the belly. Yeah. So for now, let's cut this, get this screwed on here with a washer screw, with a screw and a washer that will hold it here, get the buckets on there, and I think we'll have a pretty good look at what those cuffs will look like. So let's do that one right now. I think I'm going for around, yeah, let's say 40, yeah, let's say we do 50 centimeters. We can shorten that afterwards if that is too long, but I don't think so. I think this will be a good length. I bought 3 meters of that one. That will, yeah, that will do it pretty well. So right now, and to get this tightened, I will burn 2 holes in there, put a screw through that and a washer on top, and screw that into the wood through the aluminum plate here, so we get that tightened pretty good at the frame. Alright, let's go on and do that one. Okay, so after cutting these, you have this strange edge here, and to stop that from fraying, you simply need to burn that one a bit, but oh wait. Dear children, if you're under the age of 18, please consider parental advisory before you use fire in that way. Also, that goes for all the other tools right here. I forgot to mention that one. Alright, let's get back to mounting those cuffs here. Okay, as I said, we need to burn that one a bit. Doesn't need to look really good, because I still want this messy look a bit in a way, so yes. That is... Be careful not to burn that one, just to let the ends melt and get this nice sealed finish here. So it looks a bit like this in the end. Alright. Okay, as I said before, I'm going to use these little buckets here, and I need one on each side, so there was 2 in the pack. For right now, we're going with the first one, and I'm not exactly sure how this is going to be mounted on here to look. Oh yeah, I think it needs to go in here, out there on the other side, and then we're putting the other side in there. So we have this here to tighten it. Damn, that wasn't right. So we don't really want to cover anyone, but it's better if that one actually works. So now we need to get 2 holes in there, and I'm doing that by heating up a screw and put it through there. This will seal the hole in there, and then we use a screw with a washer on top and screw it through there, and we have that one on here. Okay, that's how I want it to look. That one should do it. I already marked the places where those 2 holes need to be, and with some shock, and get through like butter. Alright, there we have our 2 holes. Now we can tighten that one. Okay, there we go. Here we have the washer, and yeah, it's rusty. I know it's an old one, but it doesn't matter right now. And a screw through there. Put that one through the hole we just made and burned in that, and it should look like this, and that holds pretty well. Okay, get that on here. I want it to be tightened on the outside, so we put that one on the outside, and I just measured that there should be a pretty good place to have that tightened on there. Alright. Okay, and then screw it through. Careful. Done. Second one, same thing. Through the hole. Set. That looks good. That looks actually good. Okay, so I don't want to bother you with more of these, but now we're going to do the same thing for the feet cuffs, but since the feet are bigger with shoes on, I'm going to use, let's say, around 70 centimeters, so we have a big rope over there, and you can put your feet through that one. Maybe I exchange those later, but for this year's Halloween they will do it pretty fine. So those are ready, and yeah, that's pretty good, and let's go for the feet ones. Okay, my friends, this is the final product, but I'm actually really happy with how this one turned out, and also the cuffs look pretty good for a cheap version of that one that I was going to. I figured there's one more thing I want to do. So from the front side there's two little cable you can see, so you don't have the intimidating feeling when you look at it from the front. From the sides there are a lot of cables going on there, and I want to add two more cables from here to here and from here to there, so if you're looking at it from the front you can see that right below. As I said, this sign, you can download that one. I'll leave a link in the description down below where you can download that one. And I just printed that one out and laminated it with a lamination machine, and yeah, so far Halloween can come, guys, and I'm pretty happy with it, how that turned out. So let's see how this is going through. So I will make another minor improvement, or maybe a major improvement on that one, but I don't want to keep that for that video. If you guys want to see what that is, you need to be at the live stream that is going down on Halloween evening from yeah, 6 p.m. German time. I think we're going to have a lot of fun with that one. I'm also pretty excited to see who's brave enough to sit down here on Halloween and is going to take some pictures for my Instagram. You guys, if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram and on Facebook. I'll post the video and the pictures of that one of Halloween evening on my social media as well. So if you haven't already, go there. You find the links down in the description below, and for now there's nothing more to say than thank you guys for joining me on that ride. I'm going to make these little improvements, and if you want to see what that one is, tune back in on the live stream on Halloween. So far, to everyone who watched this, happy Halloween, guys. I hope you have a lot of fun with that one. I hope this video helped you, and I'm going to take a coaster ride on that one. See you guys.